Tarigami Sahab, I will again point out to you that one thing I can say is that on this panel, the freest citizen is the one that could be the unfreest and would have every good reason to be the unfreest. If somebody can be living in Kashmir Valley and be speaking the language that Tarigami Sahab does, and also continue adhering to the ideology that he has, that is truly an example of a free Indian citizen, because it takes a lot of courage. So Tarigami Sahab, coming to, I know that this is a Marxist ruled land, the only large state in India, but coming here, are you surprised by seeing the intensity of this debate between Shashi and Alphonse?
No, it's not the question is, debate is, I think, the very basic element for whatever we had because of the freedom struggle and all that. That much of there. But my only suggestion is that we should not get more provoked. But otherwise, debate and discussion between the two and between all of us, I think that is the lifeline of our country. That is what we have achieved through the hard struggle during the freedom moment. But my only request is, he was just mentioning our Honorable Minister. You see, the real question is not what Prime Minister is saying. We are not questioning that. What we are questioning is our feeling concerned about that the very institutions or the very Republican frame which has emerged out of a long struggle during the freedom movement, that has to be protected. And that can be protected only when we have the institutions. Those institutions are given due regard and they are protected. Take, for example, Parliament. You know, you were in the Parliament, I was not. But even now, the tendency is from the government side, the tendency of not allowing the debate and discussion. Even the budget was, please have a patience.
Who obstructed the Parliament, Mr.
Your allies. Your allies.
I am expressing my concern as a citizen.
I think, and give him a voice. He's come a long way.
Yes. And somewhere you see the question of institutions. Now there are, that is, it makes a different country from Pakistan. That's why I, as an individual, I'm proud of being part of this great country because of those institutions. That is don't disappoint me by eroding the very essence of the republic. Don't erode the essence of the institutions like Election Commission, like other CAG, like judiciary. That is my suggestion. I'm suggesting only. I'm not accusing anybody, but somehow, as a citizen, I have a feeling that there is certain tendency growing in the power corridors to undermine and erode the very concept of secular India. That does not suit the country, that does not suit individuals like me, that does not suit like the people living in Kashmir and elsewhere. Thank you very much.
Well, the bell has gone on twice, so we don't have, but see, learning from you politicians, once we have the kursi, we'll not leave it that easily. So I will stay 1 minute for each one of you for a concluding statement. So let's go right to left.
Shaka Simple.
But 1 minute.
Shaka Simple. This nation is the most important thing. I think it's a duty of every citizen to protect the integrity of this country. It is a duty of not only the government, but also of every citizen to ensure that our people who are not allowed to live with dignity are allowed to live with dignity. I think that is the most important thing.
Shashi?
No, I think that freedom is indispensable. I think that the freedom movement, the India that Mahatma Gandhi and the other luminaries around him fought to free, must be preserved. I agree with Tarigami Sahib in that it is in preserving those constitutional freedoms that every individual citizen will find his freedom.
Tarigami sir.
The last point is to the people of this great country that you have to rise up together to make this country livable and ensuring freedom for those weaker sections of our society like Dalits, minorities, and those sections of our society who remain unprivileged like rural mass, unemployed youth, like media persons, like women. That is my appeal, none else, but all of us together from Kashmir to Kanyakumari can make it and should make it a country livable for all of us.
Well, I think on that note, we should conclude. All I would say is that the theme of this session, free country, unfree citizens, the very fact that four of us citizens with different points of view on most things can get together and have this very civilized. I threatened to pull out the red card once, but that was, as you might have figured, my key card for my hotel room, not a red card, but that was just to bring some temperature down because I was tempted to say it's the wrong channel. But the fact that we can have this civilized conversation here with such a great audience and a great newspaper group can organize this in Kerala shows you that we are a free country and we have free citizens, and may we become freer and freer without becoming anarchic. So thank you very much. You've been a wonderful panel and you've been a great audience.